Hello and welcome to Season Sisters. I'm Autumn.
I'm Summer.
Today we're covering Pounder Season 3, Episode 6, Man vs. Scale.
Yeah, Tammy must see a new therapist. Amy wants to lose her excess skin. She is. She's going to get divorced. No, I'm just kidding. And Chris faces the scale. I'm so out of it. This is going to be fun.
She is. Summer's been working 11-hour days for some reason this week.
Because past me was like, she can do both of her jobs.
Yeah, so she took a second job before her first job is done for the summer.
Yeah.
So she's exhausted. She's already been on one. She's told me multiple really dumb jokes.
The street one you fell for, though. Hook, line,
I did, because I thought you were legitimately asking me a question.
I was. For the punchline
go
of the joke.
Go ahead and share it with them, just so that they know what mood you're in.
Okay, so this is a joke. Which state do you think has the most streets? And I was just talking to the audio. I was like, do you think it'd be California? And she's like, I don't know, like New York or Texas or I don't know. What do you think? And then I just waited. I was like, because I think it would be Rhode Island.
Oh my God.
She's so funny.
She's so tired. So we're going to try to get through this with her staying conscious.
I'm conscious because after this, I'm going to go eat. So yeah, I think it's a hilarious joke personally.
It's not, but it's so funny. What it is.
But just so you know, guys, Audie's favorite thing are dad jokes. If you could just spam the comments with your best dad jokes.
No, there was this one bus driver on our way to Epcot one morning, and I was tired. And I mean, it was fine, but he did dad jokes the entire drive. And then Summer walked around the entire day repeating his jokes to me. And I was like, I could murder you now. If I wouldn't get banned, I would.
The only punchline I kept doing was like a hole in one. And I thought, and she's just like, stop.
Yeah, because the joke is like something like, why does a golfer bring 2 pair of pants or something like that?
Yeah, in case he gets a hole in one.
Oh my God.
All day long. And she just cringed.
I hated it. I cringed into outer space. It was nuts.
Yeah, I laughed the entire way to Epcot and was like, I wish we could tip these people. This is the best.
Yeah, we did give him a good review.
Yeah, and Audie was like, no.
I was like, it's 7 a.m. Why is this happening to me?
This is the
How
best.
Is he so awake? I mean, honestly, at 7 a.m, I'd rather have a quiet bus ride. Just don't talk to me.
No, I loved it. It was great. But I'm so ready to talk about. I've watched this episode now 3 times. So
good, because I've only watched it the once, and I think I watched it last week. So I'm not 100% sure.
Great.
So we start with Darlene at Tammy's house, and she's like basically on Tammy about what time Tammy went to bed and all that stuff. And then Tammy says it was midnight, blah, blah, blah. And Darlene says that that's why Tammy looks like she's half asleep. But I think it's probably because Tammy's using something. That's my theory.
Yeah.
So,
or Tammy's just not sleeping because she's so big she can't get in bed.
Oh my God. Okay.
Sorry.
So it's a couple of days until Tammy's next weigh-in. And then Darlene says you better leave that pizza or whatever it is alone, because Darlene is just so rude. I love it. Honestly, when it goes against Tammy, I love it.
I feel like only Darlene right now is saying what we all want to say to Tammy.
Yeah, because she's like, well, I figured once Tammy left rehab, she'd mess up on her diet.
I mean, to be fair, I don't think Darlene's a good mother. I still don't, but I do love her being like, well, you need to stop eating, fatty fat face. And it's like, oh my God, but okay.
Yeah, and then Tammy says, I'm willing to do anything to get this surgery other than watch what you eat.
Yeah.
But anything.
I'm willing to do anything as long as it doesn't change my lifestyle in any way, shape,
as long
or
as
form.
I can still do everything that I want to do, then anything. And then Darlene asks, go ahead.
That's kind of like what I went through with. I was like, no, you can't keep being depressed. You got to go to therapy and the gynecologist, and you got to check things out, and you got to start doing things, or this is the same way. It's like, Tammy, no, we got to change. You
Yeah,
can't
you
be like,
got
I'm
it. Like
just
if you're not happy, you got to make a change. You can't like there was like one thing that I saw, I don't remember what it was, but basically like it was you need to realize that no one's coming to save you. You have to save yourself. Like
Yep.
that's what you got to do. You got to
Oh
be
my
your own
god.
hero. Then Darlene asks how things are going with Tisa, and then Tammy starts giving her the tea about the fight that they have the week before. And
Oh
then
yeah, the why.
so Tammy's like telling Darlene that Tisa said she wasn't going to hurt herself pushing Tammy. And then Tammy says that she shut down so that she wouldn't hurt Tisa's feelings. And then this is where I kind of get a little pissed off at Tisa, if I'm honest, because I think that she's being manipulated. You guys can tell me what you think in the comments. But like, so Tisa shows up. And then Tisa says in her little talking head that she wants an apology from Tammy.
Yep.
You are not going to get one. But
Nope. No one
um
does.
nope. And then like she meets Darlene. Darlene then asks like Tisa for her version of the story about what happened when they went swimming. And Tisa tells Darlene, which I think is so funny because sometimes when their people are talking about Tammy around Tammy, they talk about her like she's not in the room.
Yeah.
Like because she shuts down. So Tisa basically is like, well, like I didn't want to hurt myself because I know that Tammy can walk. And so there's no point in me hurting myself because she decided she didn't want to walk anymore. And then
Yeah.
Darlene calls Tammy Tammy Toe and says, "Do you have something to say to Tisa?" And none of it's an apology, by the
No.
way. She
It's just
says
an
that getting
excuse.
out of the pool, her pain was worse and she didn't have any more pain meds. And so um she says like in her little talking and she's like letting Tisa in on my emotions is a big step. This is you've already formulated your excuse for your behavior. That's what this is in my
Yeah.
opinion. This is
I don't
not.
think
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, but this is probably why she looks so out of it because of the pain meds.
it could be. Yeah.
If she's sucking those suckers down. But yeah, I thought it was very well, I was in pain and I didn't want to let you know. It's like so instead you decided to be a B word.
An
Yeah.
absolute yeah, an absolute bitch.
But
Because then she
also
says like,
nothing would have
well, when I'm in
changed.
pain, I try to hide it.
No, you don't. You
No,
don't
you
hide
don't
nothing.
ever. No,
Girl, you got one
never.
of those. She got
I do
no.
not buy it at all.
No. I think she was trying to find a good excuse for it, especially since her mom had already gotten onto her and her mom was there. So,
Yep. Yeah, I don't buy any of this. And then Tisa says, like, basically, well, if you aren't feeling good, like, you need to tell me if you're not feeling good because I need to know that. But then also, Tisa, I think, is slightly aware of what's going on with Tammy because she says, like, well, I don't want her to use that she's in pain as an excuse not to do stuff. And it's like, but you just gave her free reign to do that. And that
yeah,
is
you said you
exactly
need to
what
let
she's
me
going to
know.
do.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she's lazy.
She is
I'm
like
sorry.
she just didn't want to walk anymore because she was
Yeah,
too
she
bit.
was
She
done.
like she. I'm sure
Well,
she got tired because I
well,
do
yeah.
not understand how she got out of the pool because the
No.
swimsuit she was wearing after her she was waterlogged. Her swimsuit was waterlogged. That would have been an extra like what 20 to 30 pounds probably on her
For
getting out of the
sure.
pool.
Yeah. And you're already wore out because you've been in the pool and you don't
Yeah,
realize how much you're expending. I mean, she wasn't
yeah,
doing the workout, but you still expend a lot of energy. And then, but it's funny because I thought she made the excuse last week that she didn't want to walk because the floor was wet. Wasn't that what she
she
told
did.
Tisa?
Yeah,
That the
she said
floor
the
was
floor was
wet.
wet.
It's like the floor was wet when we got here.
Because
Like,
if it's pain or something like that, I feel like I would 100% be on Tammy's side if Tammy had been upfront with Tisa or been like, "Hey, I can't leave right now. I need to sit on this
yeah,
bleacher for another 15 minutes and catch my breath and calm down. Or can you go to the car and get my pain meds?" Because
yeah,
like, or like, "Hey, I can walk from here to there or there to the car, but I can't do both of these things."
yeah. So,
So, but there's
yeah,
no
I don't know what we're doing.
communication. She just throws a fit, which makes me
Yeah,
think she can do all of this.
yeah, for sure she can because in this episode, Misty takes her to the therapist. And if you notice, Tammy walks down the hallway. She's walking a whole bunch with Misty there. So,
Yeah.
yeah, she's just making excuse. And I get it because, like, we've all gotten, in the pool, you always feel so light and delicate, and you got pulled. You're like, oh my God, reality sucks.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as gravity starts grabbing you, you're like, oh, this is why I don't want to get out of the pool. So,
Yeah.
I understand that. But yeah, you just need to be like, I don't know, you and I have that rule at Disney to just be like, you just need to be honest and be like, hey, I don't want to go walk that far right now. I need to sit.
Yeah.
Like,
It just
yeah.
just communicate. That's all you need to do is, "Hey, I can't do that right now," or, "Hey, just give me 20 minutes. I need
Yeah,
to
I'd be
sit down."
like, hey, I understand that you want me to walk, but if you'll just go get the wheelchair and just let me sit for like 10 minutes, I just need to catch my breath and then I can walk to the car. But
Yeah. But
I'm not
no.
going to ask you to push me. I
Or
just
even
need,
like, why don't you go get the car and pull it up to the front? Because
yeah.
I can't walk all the way to the handicap spot.
Yeah. I don't know
Like,
why that wasn't a option.
option?
Like, why?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
either.
But
I
I
don't
just think this is
either.
just a lot of excuses and
It is.
I don't care anymore. I'm just like, whatever.
And
Whatever.
then Tammy, like, Tisa's like, "Well, what else can I do to help you?" And Tammy's like, "You just need to get off my back about the walker." And then it's just like, shut up.
Okay.
No one is going to get your off your back, because this is me, in my opinion. You've just shown all your cards that
Yep.
this is all fake and you're not in pain, because now basically you're like, "Well, stop trying to get me to walk." And it's like,
Yeah.
but you need to be walking. At rehab, you were walking 200 steps in a row, and now you're not able to walk
Yeah.
at all. So you
Do
say.
you do you think that this new guy just wants her bedbound maybe? Like is that like one of his kinks? Like he likes big women who can't move? So he's like, "Oh girl, you still walking? That's too much." Like
No,
you should be
I don't
laying
know.
in bed
I think that I don't know what it is. I don't know.
because
I
she's
honestly don't know. I mean, sure, it could be that, but I doubt he's like saying it like that. I honestly don't know. It could just be that she's lazy. I don't, and it could be that she's in a lot of pain, because I'm sure at the hospital or the rehab, I'm sure she was on pain meds around the clock to keep her out of pain. And
but
now she has to self medicate.
she definitely like she's on pain pills a lot. Are you not wearing a shirt?
I told you I wasn't going to wear a shirt.
Oh, I don't know why I just registered.
Yeah,
I
because
thought for
I
a
had
second you
it.
took it off mid call.
No,
I was
I
like,
haven't
what
worn
happened to
one
your
this whole
clothes?
time. No, I've been sans shirt this entire time.
She
We've been
has a
on the
bra
phone
on,
for how
people.
long?
She's not like
Yeah,
just
not
she's
boobies
not free
out.
balling. Yeah.
But
I'm
yeah, no,
sorry.
I had an interview, and so I wore like a dress over my shorts, and then while I was in the interview, I just started getting so hot as it kept going on, so I took off my dress after it was over, and I was like, I'm not
Oh,
putting on a
okay.
new
I
shirt.
was like, please finish that. I took off my dress
Girl, I got
after
to
it's
get a
over
job
first.
somehow.
It's like
Do you want to see my white dingy sports bra, sir?
I can show you. And my unshaved legs because you're not seeing that either.
Oh yeah, I haven't shaved my armpits or anything, because I had to have my water fixed again. So
Yeah.
I haven't had time.
Yay.
Yay. It's fixed though right now, so that's exciting for me.
Such good news.
But like, basically, now Amy, for like a brief second, is worried about how much Gage is eating when Gage is a 6-month-old baby.
Yeah, I hated this. I really hated
I
this. I was
hated
like,
this
shut
too.
up. He's a
Like,
baby. He's
I guess
growing.
I understand exactly. He's a growing baby, and he's a little chonk, but he's not like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, he's just a
he's not
normal sized
obese.
baby.
Yeah, he's just a
No.
baby.
Yeah. So, and also, I feel like, and I'm not a parent, I understand not wanting them to be large. I get that. But I also think that putting that, like, even if you're not meaning to put pressure on your kid about their weight, you already stressing about his weight at 6 months old is going to put pressure on him.
Yeah, that's too much. Like I work at an elementary school for now, and there are little girls like in first and second grade who only drink white milk because they say, well, chocolate has calories. And it breaks my heart. It's like, how do you even know what a calorie is? Like
Yeah.
you
I didn't know
are
what calories were at that age.
no, it's so
Absolutely not.
yeah, I'm like, Amy, shut up. Like
Yeah, it makes me sad, because I know that, but then again, if she's doing what she's supposed to be doing, then Gage will follow suit, with family
yeah.
dinners and this is how we eat and that sort of a thing. But
Yeah,
I just,
I'm a big proponent of nurture versus nature. So
oh yeah, 100%.
yeah. So I
So
think this could be something that you could teach him to eat healthy. Like we have like our cousin who eats veggies, like he eats them all the time.
yeah,
Like when he was a baby, that was all his thing was cherry
yeah,
tomatoes and trees and all that. And he
broccoli, yeah,
still and broccoli, yeah. Sorry, I said trees. Um and he still that is his go-to. Now,
yeah,
the kid can eat you out of house and home doing that.
true,
But he does eat a lot of veggies, and it's because as a baby, that's what mom gave
Yeah.
him.
Yeah.
So yeah, it works.
It does work, but I wouldn't worry about it. I don't
No.
know. I'm not a parent, but I feel like talking about this already is probably not going to help him in the long run.
Yeah, agreed.
He's also a teeny tiny baby who can barely move right now, so he's not burning anything or, you know,
Yeah.
like once he gets mobile and starts running around the house, then he's just going to.
Yeah, like when the Glages start running all the time together, they are just chaotic feral children.
They are. They are feral children. And then Amy starts talking about how her excess skin is making it hard to walk. And the last time she weighed, she says she was 260 and
Yeah.
that she thinks her weight is plateauing, which makes me feel like either I'm completely delusional or no, she isn't. Those
Yeah.
are the two options that I have.
It's like you a
Is
liar
either
or I'm delusional.
or
One of us
I'm
is having.
completely delulu. I don't know.
I don't think she's correct. And I think I did like when we go, which I don't know if we've got there yet, but when the doctor is like, well, I think you need to keep losing weight. Because I feel like Amy's like, oh, well, when I was bigger, I could lose weight like that. And now I'm not. It's like, yeah, because you've stopped doing the stuff that you were doing. And your body's
No,
like,
because now
okay, this
she's
is a new,
busy. Yeah.
yeah, this is a
Like
new
I get
norm.
it. Yeah.
And skin removal, like I said it, I know I said it in season 8 and I felt kind of bad about it. It's like, girl, you need fat removal before you need skin removal.
But that's
Like,
literally what the doctor is telling her.
yeah,
You know,
thank
like
God.
there's no point in taking skin off of you when you're not at your goal. We need to
Yeah.
get you all the way down
Yeah.
so that you're not then making more excess skin.
Now, when Tammy had her
So.
skin removal, 100%, like we were at that point with her.
Oh, yeah.
Amy is
She
not
was
there.
ready. No. And then it does make me sad because Amy talks about how ugly she feels now that she has excess skin. And she says that she felt more confident when she was 400 pounds.
Yeah,
which I
that
get.
did make me sad because I've always said that Amy is our confident queen. And girl, yeah, you're beautiful. Just you do you. But
Yeah.
we don't need skin
And then
removal to feel beautiful.
she does call her boobies floppy skin flaps.
I feel bad because so many of the clothes that she wears sometimes with like the boob pockets are way up here.
Oh, yeah,
and her
they're like
titties
up
are
on her
underneath.
chest and her boobs
Yeah.
are like all the way down. And I'm just like, girl, do you even have boobs?
Yeah.
Where are they?
I'm like, do you have boobs? Do you not wear bras? Like, what is the situation?
Neither her nor Tammy look like they have boobs.
No, they look very flat. And
yeah.
But I'm also like, but can you not pick your nipple up and put it in that place where it goes? Or is your nipple in that place and that's just...
There's no way. There's no way their nippies are up there because it's like up at their necks. The like
right,
boob pockets are like all the way up to their necks.
Yeah, and then they put everything else below, and I'm like,
do you think that they don't know that that's for your boobs? Do you think that they think that's decorative?
Maybe it's like, this is like cool. Look at this cool neckline. It's got like these little holes.
No, your boob's supposed to go in that triangle. That's where that's supposed to go.
There are some outfits that Amy wears, and I'm gonna nerd out for a second, that remind me of the singer in Jabba's Hutt's palace. Like, you know, with the 4 boobs.
Oh yes. Yeah.
100%. I'm like, that looks like you because you have a boob pocket here with something in it, and then a boob shape here. So it's like,
and then your tummy.
What is happening? Yeah, and then your tummy. I'm like, girl.
I think she doesn't have boobs.
Maybe that's it. Maybe she's just that flat. Like,
I don't know, or like I don't know. Maybe or maybe they're just already down to her navel. I don't know.
I think you hit the head. I can't talk. I don't think they know
the head.
Yeah, the head on with the nail, the head and
gotcha.
I don't know, but I don't think they know their boobies go in the pockets, and it drives me crazy.
I think it's a decorative line. That's what I think.
Like, look at this cool, like, contrasting color.
Because that bothers me. Like, because we have larger boobs, so some of those like cut or like they bisect your boob, and I won't wear it. Like,
no,
my boob has to be perfectly in that thing, or I'm not gonna wear that out of the house.
I have pictures of me in a purple dress at Disney the year I went with Mom, and it had one of those bisecting boob pockets. And every picture when it shows up at Mom and Dad's house, I'm so embarrassed because I spent the whole day trying to pull my boobs into that pocket. So every picture is just like, here's my entire bra and half of a boob, and this is line because I spent the whole day just like, and here. And in every picture, like you'll be able to tell whenever you go to mom and dad's and see it again. But every picture is like this part of my bra, which y'all can't see, but like a whole hand above my boobs, and the line underneath. That's clearly not where it's supposed. And like the line for the shoulder seam is way down here because it's supposed to be up here. So yeah,
that's the one. Like I don't like PhotoPass. Like I like PhotoPass for rides. I do not like PhotoPass for Disney at all because I don't know. Okay, maybe it's just this. We're plus size if you haven't figured that out. But like, I do not want a full body shot of me all the time. It's like, why don't you do close-ups or like, I don't know. Every photo that I have at Disney that is my favorite photo is a selfie that like I took with someone I love or with Kyle or whoever, which implies I don't love Kyle, but you know what I mean? Like,
or with Kyle.
they're never the group photos. They're never the photos Disney takes other than like the ride photos, but that's different, I think. So I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I love PhotoPass, but I hate what I hate about PhotoPass is when they're like, "Let me get your shoes." It's like, no, shoes don't count.
My shoes are not part of this outfit. My shoes are like orthopedic, functional shoes. They are not. My outfit ends at the bottom of my shorts. Okay.
Yep, like, that's where I stopped. There's a good chance I haven't even shaved below that. So
because I'm exhausted. No. But anyway, and then so this is the fun part of the episode because Tammy is going to therapy.
Oh my god,
we start out with Misty running her into a spiky bush, like a holly bush. It looked like.
Yeah,
I love
straight
that.
into it.
Straight into the bush.
Also,
and I'm like,
Missy
she deserves it.
Does not take care of her the way that Chris and Amy and everyone else does. Like Missy's like, you're gonna have to get up and do that. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah,
and she does not argue.
She doesn't argue, but she also still gets sassy though, because Misty's like, do you want to sit on the couch or in your chair? And she's like, no, I have to sit in my chair. And it's like, okay, you could have just said my chair. You didn't have to have an attitude with me.
But she doesn't have to sit in her chair. This is Tammy being a victim. This is her like, oh no, I'm so big. I have to sit in chair. Which don't get me wrong. Like, never mind. I don't say it. I'm gonna think some bad stuff, people, real hard at you. But
she makes an entire spectacle of herself at the therapist.
Oh my gosh, yes, just like, getting into the therapist.
She like Misty basically wheels her in. Misty's not welcome to be in the therapy session, obviously. So Misty wheels her in, parks her, and then walks out with the door open. And then the therapist is like, "You need to close the door." And then Tammy basically immediately starts throwing a hissy fit and being super rude to this therapist.
So rude.
And so the therapist is like, well. She like it looks like she gets a camera guy eventually to move the couch
you need to
over
move this couch
so that Tammy can move her wheelchair over, and then Tammy still doesn't shut the door, and it's just really funny. I know it's not supposed to be funny probably, but I thought it was funny. And then Tammy like under her breath is like, well, this wasn't well thought out, and it's like. It's literally just a room with a couch in it, and you're making a spectacle.
Because Tammy's like, I need to catch my breath, and then I can do that. It's like,
no, what she says is, what I'm telling you is that I need to catch my breath. And it's like, but this is the first time you've said that. So you didn't communicate that at any other point in this instance. You're just now acting like I don't understand, but you didn't tell me.
When honestly, you're 100% right. I don't understand because I just think you're being a witch, and we need this door shut so we can get into some serious stuff.
Yeah, and then eventually we get the door shut. Tammy doesn't do it. The therapist does it. Yeah. But and then so Tammy's energy, this is great. So the first question is, tell me what brings you to therapy. And then Tammy's literally, she says it like this. She's like, food addiction. That's it. And that is her energy the rest of the entire therapy session.
Yeah.
And then the therapist is like, well, when did this start? And she's like, I don't know. And then like, do you tend to eat more in the evenings or when you're bored? I eat all the time. And this is, I'm putting too much emotion in it.
Yeah,
like,
that's
literally.
way too much emotion.
I'm doing too much emotion.
Angry.
I'm trying to do none. She is so mad. And then the therapist asks, like, how do you feel when you eat? No answer. And then she says, the doctor says, you look like you're scowling at me, like you don't want to be here. And then she says, how are you feeling right now, Tammy? And then Tammy shrugs. And then this is why I love this doctor so much, because she says, I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what shrugging means. So you're going to have to talk to me about it. And then Tammy says, I don't want to talk about it. And she's like,
It's like,
oh, I do need some answers. Like, I need you to answer some of the questions for me, though. Because I do not think that Tammy is aware that you have to get approval from a therapist to get surgery.
see, and that's
I
why I
don't think
really
she knows
want
that.
this didn't happen, but I really wanted the therapist, but I'm super petty right now. So, oh
Yeah.
my god, my coworker called in again today at work, people, again. So this she's at 31 days now that she's
You
missed.
need to just call in tomorrow. Like,
No, but
honestly.
so speaking of petty, because this is what I want to do. This is what I told my boss. Okay, Den's on the table. It's not your car, people. But I told my boss, I was like, if I had enough money, I would write all of us like official checks to open like Friday or Thursday when she is there and be like, hey, this is our checks for not using all of our sick pay because they decided to buy them this year.
Oh, that
But
would be funny.
wouldn't that be hilarious? So yeah, but I wanted the therapist in that petty mood, same mood that I'm in, to be like, wait till it's all done. Be like, by the way, I have to approve you for surgery before the doctor can even approve you for surgery. And right now, you are not having surgery until your attitude improves. And then just shut the door in her face and let her fat walk out the hall and be like, so you're not getting surgery. Do better.
Let her fat walk out the hall. What does
Yeah,
that even mean?
just you know that. Just walk out and just so you know, this is how you're going to be because I approve it. You didn't do it. I'm not approving it until you do it. So sucks to be
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. So, and then what she says, the whole like, I do need you to answer some questions for me. And then Tammy says, I have been, which no, she hasn't
Nope.
really. Like, she's answered
I mean,
like 2. And then the doctor says, I'm not saying you haven't. I just need you to be a little bit more cooperative if possible.
yeah, the doctor's super nice. Like she
never seems upset at all. It's kind of impressive.
No, I mean, I would go home and try to make a pillow voodoo dolls for Tammy and do
Oh,
something.
I would have told this woman to get out of my house. Like, get out. Like,
okay,
you clearly
go.
don't want to be here. It's already been a whole thing. Because you know how long this doctor probably had to wait for production to show up to do this interview, to then fit all these people in the room and the paperwork and all that stuff for then you to be an asshole the whole time you're here? No, thank you.
Yeah.
But then Tammy says, I'm not comfortable. I'm not going to talk. And it's like, okay, well, that's great.
Okay.
And then the doctor says, a lot of times when people what did she say? When people have like some type of addiction, it's because they're struggling with something internally, and that's the best coping mechanism they can find. So maybe your food use is like just because that's what's available, basically.
That checks
And
out.
then, yeah, like 1,000%. Like I said, like forever ago, you don't get this big because nothing happened. You know,
No,
like
there's something
something
going
happens.
On.
Something happens. Like, if you've ever watched My 600-Pound Life, a lot of those stories are horrific, like awful stories. So, like, something happened to her, and she's not willing to talk about it. And I understand if she doesn't want to talk about it on TV, 1,000%. But you don't have to be a complete asshole either.
No, and if you really did, like, I feel like this is why I don't like Tammy, because I feel like if she was seriously taking this part, and I know eventually she does take it seriously, because, you know, I've seen season 8, so eventually at some point she takes it seriously. But if you were even taking this seriously and you're like, hey, I do have some things I need to talk to, then wouldn't you be like, hey, I need production to leave? Because what I'm about to say, I do not want out in the world. Because I feel like if she's a real therapist, she's gonna be okay. Then y'all need to leave because this
we
is
need
not,
to actually get into this. Yeah,
but she's not gonna do that.
And then the doctor says like something about how Tammy knows what the reason is, but probably isn't ready to admit it to herself, which I can see for sure. And then Tammy claims that she's a positive person.
Like positively negative.
Yeah. And then the doctor says something and Tammy starts laughing because the question was like, do you get angered easily or something like that?
Yeah.
And so Tammy starts laughing. And this is where I think the doctor was a little petty because she's like, why are you laughing? Like, what's making you laugh? And it's like, because she's been an absolute asshole this entire time.
Yep.
Obviously.
It's kind of ironic. It's like, yeah, I'm a terrible human being. It's like, yeah.
Yeah. And then Tammy says that she cares what people think, but she also doesn't care what people think because it only matters what she and her boyfriend think, which is the crux of the problem right there.
It's the boyfriend.
It's the boyfriend. And that she's working on believing that she's cute. So Go
She needs
off.
to work
I
harder at
agree.
that.
Right. But you need to feel power in yourself. Your brand new boyfriend, by the way, should not be make or break it for how you feel about yourself.
We're gonna need to cut this part, but Tammy needs to work a lot harder at trying to feel cute because that is the most unattractive woman I have seen, this size or
Well, I think
any.
it's just because, like I've said
I'm
it before when
sorry.
she's made me mad, like you can't be ugly inside and outside. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like there are people who are not attractive, like conventionally attractive, who can be the most beautiful person you've ever seen in your
that's
life
true.
because they
That's
are
very
a
true.
good person and they're a pure person, not like pure in any kind of like purity standard kind of way, but like, they're a good person
They have a
and you just
good
love,
heart.
they
They
have a good
seem, yeah,
soul, a good heart, all that stuff.
yeah.
And you just know that they're just
They
beautiful because of that.
yeah
And
they
then there are
light up a
people who are
room.
like, right. There's like people who are like a 10 out of 10 on the conventional attractive scale
Yeah,
who
they're
are completely
terrible
ugly
looking.
because they're awful.
Yeah,
There's
I
awful
don't like
people.
how Tammy looks. I don't like how Tammy acts, and I just don't see redeeming qualities right now. I'm sorry. I'm just like, no.
It's really hard when she acts like this. And I hope that she gets help. I know that she does eventually because this does change. So it is just really hard
Does it?
watching. Well,
I
I
mean, the
mean, we
weight
get like a
changes, but
couple of
Tammy doesn't.
seasons. No, we get a couple of seasons of her like
Being
between,
fake.
well, during the divorce, um Tammy changes a lot. I am interested in watching it again knowing that she goes back to acting crazy in season 8, but like I think that like season 5 and 6 she's pretty mellow.
So for spoilers, I know we're in season 3.
Mhm.
Season 2. When
We're
does
in season
Caleb
3.
show up?
Yeah. I think season 4 or 5 would be my
Is
guess
that
for
when she
Caleb.
gets better? Like, is the
Yeah.
loss of
When she
him?
finally starts, when she hits her actual rock bottom and starts working on herself and losing the weight, she gets better, like a lot better. And then she
Okay.
even stays better after it
Yeah, the
happens. So,
sadness.
yeah. So, I mean, it makes me sad because I know that her family loves her and she deserves love, all of those things. But like, it's really hard just watching someone constantly treat people like this.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's annoying, honestly.
Like, I don't like how she treats anybody. Have
No,
you?
she treats them horribly.
Yeah.
Like they're nothing to her. An inconvenience at most.
Or just props to her life, and I don't like it. I don't like Tammy.
No.
I've seen a couple seasons now, and I still don't like her. I still think she's
Yeah, you
terrible.
definitely have not seen the best of Tammy. That's for sure.
No.
No, you haven't. So, I don't
Hopefully
know.
I've seen the worst.
Are any of you guys like Tammy defenders? Cuz I'd just be curious like are we like being too harsh? Because I do think sometimes we are too harsh. It depends on like how late it is at night and how sassy our week has been. But
I'm
I mean,
super tired.
I don't want anything. I know you are. I can tell you're being mean. But like I don't like I want Tammy to get better because she's a person and people deserve to improve their lives and, all that
Yeah.
stuff. But it's just when she acts like this, I cannot stand her
Well, and
at all. But
it's
then
not
again,
just
she's good TV.
yeah, she's not just rude and hateful to the people who love her unconditional. She's rude and hateful to people who don't know her. So it's like you're just putting out there that you're a rude and terrible person.
Oh
Like
yeah.
it's
Because
not
this
like your family's
therapist has
like,
been nothing but kind. She literally asked her to
no.
close the door. That's all
Yeah.
she did. And
And
Tammy had a complete meltdown.
yeah, and Tammy acted like she asked her to do 47 push-ups.
I'm sure that the reaction is like embarrassment. That's what I like. I know that if I get
uh,
embarrassed, I tend to be irrationally angry because
yeah.
that's like I guess a side by side motion emotion or whatever with anger for me or embarrassment. So like I can understand that she probably sat down, had already had to walk through a couple of doorways because Misty couldn't get the wheelchair in, so she was probably
Yeah.
already out of breath, and then sitting down being out of breath in front of someone you do not know who then tells you to stand up and do something you physically feel like you cannot do. I can understand how that would potentially spiral into anger and out like lashing out.
See, and I can understand. I think you're right to an extent, but also it's like, but this is your therapist.
That she's
Maybe
never
not the
met
best
though.
first. Yeah, not the
Yeah.
best first impression for someone who's going
Yeah,
to judge you mentally for you to be a witch.
yeah. It seems like
Like,
because this is for the show, so that means that it has to be like free, right?
I would
So
assume so. And
I
therapy's
don't
not
know. I
cheap.
feel like you should take no because you're paying for it now.
Yeah,
Um,
$65. I got a email about it being cheaper, so 65 a week.
yeah.
Ugh.
Have you gone yet? Not yet.
No, I'm
You don't
just
have time this week.
no, I really don't, and that's part of the problem. And also, I'm like $65. Oh my god. And I don't
Yeah,
want
but
to.
you need to go.
I need a message. I forgot my therapist's name. It's Lauren,
Ashley.
I think. Ashley, thank you. But I need to email her and be like, "Hey, I really do want to start therapy, but like literally I am working nonstop this week, and then the next 2 weeks I'm going on vacation, and I really don't want to have my first therapy session in Florida. like
Oh yeah.
like I would
Yeah, I
rather
don't
wait and do this when I get home."
I'm sure she'll understand that. Life
Yeah, so
happens.
I just need to email. I'm is it sad that like I'm excited to start therapy, people, like it'll hopefully make me a more rational person, but I'm also afraid of disappointing her, so I kind of understand Tammy's like, "Ugh," but
That's
also I
something
would be like,
that
"Mhm."
is what you need to talk to Ashley about.
Yeah, for sure.
Your irrational fear of being a disappointment to
It's like I don't
people.
want to disappoint you because I have a busy life. It's like, okay.
Yeah, when she's not even thinking about
Yeah.
that. Yeah, so I think that
No.
that's something you probably need to talk to her about.
I have
That's
so
just
much to
my
talk
little
to her
sister
about.
opinion. I
Not just
know. I'm so excited for you.
that was last week when I did when it was bad. Was that Wednesday of last week
Yes,
when
it
it
was
was really
last
bad?
Wednesday.
Yeah. It was bad,
Mhm.
people.
It
It was
was.
bad.
Yeah, you need to go and do that.
I need to go
So I
to
think it would be
therapy. But I have started walking and trying to do something fun every day. I've tried to talk about it more. But yeah, I need to go to therapy. And then I need to make an appointment with Shannon.
you do. You do need to make an appointment with Shannon.
I guess the good news about Shannon, if I do that, sorry people, welcome to my therapy session. If I make the appointment with Shannon this week, then potentially I could have that the first week I'm back.
Yeah, you should call Shannon because technically it doesn't need to be like you should go get your pap smear 100%. But I wonder if you can get in faster if it's not for a pap smear.
Yeah. So Audie
To
thinks
just
I'm
talk
going
about
through
this.
menopause.
Yeah.
See? Real quick with it.
I'm not gonna,
Real quick.
I don't know what you want from me. I think that maybe it's perimenopause. I mean,
It
maybe
might
it's
be.
not. I don't know. So I think that we should at least go check our levels, see what's going on, see if there's a chemical reason why
Why I've been
why you're
slightly
like this.
I don't know. I don't want to say the
Heightened
sweetie.
emotionally. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I've been having some really dark thoughts.
And I've been doing a lot of research, and that is something that happens to perimenopausal women.
Are you doing this on your search history or Kyle still?
Both. Why?
I was just wondering. He's like, why are all these
Yeah.
symptoms for
He doesn't
perimenopausal keep
care.
popping up? It's
You
so
don't think I
funny.
talk to him about it all the time?
Oh yeah, no, I know you do because Kyle texted Carl that day.
Yeah, I told him to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
anyway,
Anyway,
it's all fine. It's fine. So
it's not fine, but I'm on the road.
yeah, which is a good place
Yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
But her goal is to get down to 550 so she can get surgery. And then Tammy says that she's confident she can do it. But then the therapist says, I'm not hearing a lot of confidence.
Yep. Sounds really
And then
fake.
Tammy claims that she has no thoughts at all about this session. Not a one.
Nope.
And then she's like, just no, I don't have
No.
anything. And then the doctor's like, I don't want to force people into therapy. And then Tammy says, well, I guess I'd come back. And if I were the doctor, I'd be like, no.
To do what?
Yeah.
To sit here and glare at me?
Yeah. Yeah. But then the doctor, I think, because I do think the doctor got a good view of her because the doctor says
Yeah.
inside is someone who's really hurt. And I do think that that's true, which is why sometimes I feel like I'm too mean on Tammy because I do think that a lot of her reactions and stuff and a lot of her behavior are self-defense mechanisms because of a lifetime of being hurt. So
Do you think that's why her family loves her so unconditionally? Because they maybe are aware of what she's
It
protecting?
has to be. Like,
'Cause I don't know
literally,
why
like,
anybody
I'm
would
sure
do
your
this.
siblings would know, right?
I mean, if it happened when they were at home or they were aware of what happened, but it's like surely they know because I can't understand sometimes why any of these people talk to her. It's like
Yeah,
so the one
probably
that's
'cause
like,
they
yeah,
love
but
her.
she got her toe bitten off by that gator. So it's like, oh yeah, you're right. That's why we got to be nice to her or whatever. She got stuck on a fence, so we got to forgive her.
Okay, that
What?
happened once.
Yeah,
Once.
it was a bad scar though.
Jacob got it's still there. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
Jacob got in
Jacob
trouble
shouldn't have
for
gotten
that.
spanked for that because technically I went over the fence. He didn't hold
Technically,
the cozy
I'm the
coop.
one
I fell.
who fell onto the
And then Jacob
fence.
had to pull my leg off of the chain link fence and throw it over. And then by the time I got back around, because it's really our mom's fault. I'm gonna say that because we had a basketball goal and our ball had gone into the neighbor's backyard about 100 times that day. And
Yeah,
mom had finally told us that if it ever went over again, the ball was gone and we couldn't get it back. Obviously, we're not gonna do that. So the
no,
ball went over again. Jacob held the cozy coop for me. I went over the chain link fence. I don't know what happened. I fell. My leg got completely torn up on the top spikies of the
yeah.
chain link. He threw it off. I hobbled around to the front gate, and then he all I remember is him saying, "Please stop crying. I'm going to get in trouble." And
And
then
he did.
yeah, and then my mom had to come up to second grade and change my bandages for like 2 weeks in the middle of the
So
day.
this would have been before y'all made the pass through on the fence.
I was in second grade. I don't
When
know
did the
when they
boy?
moved out.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know.
because we did have neighbors, and at one
It had to
point,
have been before that or after that where dad had fixed it. I don't know which.
I don't know because Audie and one of the neighbor boys had a pass through.
Yeah, we untangled the chain link fence
Yeah, it was so
so we
great
could
of them, I'm
crawl
sure.
between backyards. But I think they'd already moved or they hadn't moved in yet. I don't remember. But anyway, so then the producer asked Tammy if she would want to talk about like her pain to a therapist. And she's like, no, it's better left alone, which is
Get
another
it?
reason why you behave like this, in my
Yeah,
opinion. But
yeah,
I don't know. And
I
then
get
Tammy
it.
just says she's ready to leave. And then her first impression of the doctor is, I don't know. So,
Do you
okay.
think she was even like aware of what was happening? Because she just seemed so like was she
I think
high on
she is.
pain medicine, or you
I think
think
that
she's
Tammy,
just
I
shut
mean, it could
down?
be that, or I think that she just is so afraid of facing whatever emotions are behind these problems that she literally feels like it's better just not to talk about it. But clearly, it's not better not to talk about it because all of this keeps happening in your life because we're
Yep.
not dealing with the little girl who got hurt back here.
Clearly this is not working.
Clearly not working. But anyway, so Amy goes to a skin removal consultation. Um, and then the funniest thing, I guess, is they tell her that she needs to move forward an inch. And she says, I don't know what is an inch. Is that a foot?
That's
No,
so I want
it
to
is
try that
not.
on dad next time dad asks one of us to help with something. Like
Yeah.
it's
I
about
don't know
two
what an
inches,
inch is.
like
Is
two
that a
feet,
foot?
like a foot.
Is that a foot? I
Is
don't know
that
what
two
that is.
feet? I don't know what that means.
He
Also,
would
she
not
says
even bat an eye. I think that he
no,
would
he'd just be like,
expect us to think that.
yeah, he'd sigh. I could almost hear him sigh. Like, okay.
Yeah.
She did say
Okay.
she looks like a sloth without her hair. I'm
I
like,
thought she looked
okay.
fine.
Yeah, I was like,
Like,
you look
I guess
fine.
it's kind of like if you accidentally turn on your front facing camera and you're like, oh my
Oh my
God, I'm a
god.
fucking monster.
I've tried. So this is part of my 20 or 45 because I turned 45, so I'm trying to be more confident. If I turn on my camera and it's facing me, I have to take a picture, like and
Oh my
try to just
God.
embrace that angle and all that. And so far, it's worked pretty well. But yeah, I've been trying to do that too to be more
Confident.
upbeat. Yeah,
All right.
less
Every
less.
time I see a front facing picture, I'm just like, because sometimes like I'll be playing because I have my PlayStation Portal and then the screen will go black like while I'm loading something. And then I
Yeah,
just get a shot of me like this.
and you're
Like
like,
you can't
oh,
see me, but like it's like full like head on the pillow, like 19,000 chins all
yeah.
of
It's like
a sudden
that is
looking back at you.
that
And
is
you're just
all the
like, oh,
chins.
okay. All
That is
right.
all the chins. Yeah.
Let me move my neck real
Let me
quick.
just kind of
Um
Okay.
Maybe take my hair down a little bit. I don't know. But the doctor says she has 5 pounds of fat on her arm.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
I mean,
And
I
then
feel like I probably got that. So yeah, I get that. It's like, yeah, that sounds
not
about
loose
right.
skin though.
Yeah, but he said fat, not skin.
Yeah, but hers was hanging.
Well,
Like that.
she got droopy fat. I don't know.
I mean, because she's lost so much weight, I
Yeah.
guess. But like then Amy says that the doctor examined everything, even her chub rub, which
Oh my god.
yeah. And then the doctor
Also,
obviously tells her what we all knew, she needs to continue losing weight before they can do it.
I don't understand TLC. Do either you and I grew up more rednecky than I thought. But Amy said chub rub, and I'm like, yeah. And then
Yeah, chub
the
rub.
producers were like, what's a chub rub? I'm like, oh my god. And they do
know
that
what
a
chub rub
lot.
is?
Like, you know, when Amy says something, she'll be like, am I cooter? And they're like, wait, what's a cooter? It's like,
Oh
it's her
yeah,
for
and then
JJ.
it's just like you don't know what a cooter is? Okay.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fine.
like, I mean,
don't
don't be wrong, that's not my term for it, but yeah,
I know
it's
what
her
it
pingy
is.
pingy. Yeah.
No.
It's her sister's favorite smell.
Didn't they call it ping pang or ping ping? Ping ping?
Pang
I don't remember.
pang?
You
I
say
think
it
it was
wrong.
pang
Pang
pang.
pang. That's what they
I
called
think it
it.
was
Yeah.
pang pang.
But
I say it wrong on purpose because it's so dumb. Can't
but
stand it.
yeah, sometimes I do think we're a little too rednecky because they say things and I'm just like, mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, that
And
makes sense.
then they make her explain it, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Also, something I noticed this episode, which we're gonna finish up this episode, I promise. But do you know how in season 8 they did Kentucky so dirty? Like everything they focused on was like, here's a cabbage patch stuck in a fence.
It's like a dead raccoon on the side of the road.
Yeah,
with knife marks in it, and it's just like, what the hell?
But have you noticed in these seasons, it's like, here's some women running down the street. Here's like a dog.
Here's like a cow. Here's like a field.
Yeah, here's a fence. Like here's a business. Like
they have not done the disgusting B-roll yet.
Yeah, so whoever's recruiting. Oh my god, I need a drink. I don't know what is wrong with me.
It's on their desk. Grab your Dr. Pepper.
I know. Also, by the way, she's right there. Din came into the room and she's been on the desk twice, and now she's just laying by the front door. Just like,
well, because she just wanted to check on you because Dad's home, so she probably wants to go back out.
She's like, need to go back out. But no, so whoever is recording the B-roll this season likes Kentucky, but whoever records it in season 8, they're like, terrible. Look at that dog pooping.
Like, I mean, I've been through Kentucky. I've never been like to Kentucky, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure it's absolutely beautiful. Like, I don't know. It's just you can find ugly anywhere if you try hard enough.
The B-roll they're showing is like, okay, yeah, it's a small town.
Yeah, it's a pretty place.
That. Yeah, I grew up like that. Like, but this last one's like, oh my god, where are they?
Yeah, it's just like, here's a raccoon that's clearly rabid attacking children. It's like,
I'm gonna zoom in on this dog pooping. That's hilarious.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't know who they got. And then there's kind of like a nothing scene, in my opinion. The girls take Chris to get a facial. And then I think that I don't know what it is. This was useless to me. They do struggle to get Tammy up the ramp, which was great.
It's always a struggle to get Tammy anywhere. But I did love the fact that Chris was pushing Tammy instead of Michael for once.
Yeah.
So great.
And then they said that they made it seem like this was for a YouTube video. And I, like I've said before, I've never watched all the YouTube, or hardly any of it, but I could not find a YouTube video for this.
I think that this is one of those, now that I've got my cherry popped on reality TV, I think this spa is willing to do something for free if we expose their business. Like, I feel like that's what's happening.
But it's not on Amy's channel, which would be where you would put it.
Not if they were just like, oh, we'd rather have it on TLC anyway. So they were like, oh yeah, we'll just do it there.
Well, that's where I think it's weird, because I think that they're pretending to make YouTube videos and then not posting YouTube videos.
Well, they could be deleting them too. And I'm not going to lie. And I like Michael, I really do. But I could see Michael holding up that stupid iPad trying to record it and really having the whole time it facing him.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not trying to be mean, but, and being like, oh, well, that's not going to work. It's like,
yeah.
But it was, I agree with you. I felt like the scene was very shoehorned in. Like, we're going to the spa. It's like,
And then they like go
Why?
to get him
Tammy's
waxed
been
for a
terrible.
surgery. Yeah,
Yeah.
they go to get him waxed because he has to get shaved for a surgery. And I was like, they're going to shave him anyway. Like,
Yeah.
even if he's completely waxed, I'm pretty sure they just do. It's like if you go get a tattoo, you can shave it at home. You're not supposed to, but they'll shave it again. They do it anyway.
Hey, I wonder if you could just book a tattoo appointment, have them shave. Be like, I want a whole like leg, want this leg and this leg, and just wait till they shave your whole leg and be like, okay,
But
that's
they
it. I'm
shave it with
done.
like a single blade, like one of those yellow
I don't
razors,
care.
and like
I have such a hard time
it'll
getting the
make
back
it
of my leg.
itch.
It's like, hey, just on the back of my leg, I'm gonna, and then be like, oh, I'm just kidding. I'm done. Thanks for
I'm
the
just
shave.
kidding. Oh, I'm chickening out. I'll come back
Yeah.
next time.
Oh, I'm sorry, my bad. Could you do the
No.
other leg?
But so then Amy goes over to Tammy's to do like a sister workout. And then Tammy admits that she
That's
hasn't been doing what Dr. Smith has asked of her, but now she's ready to do it.
Is this like
So
the day before you think? Because that's the impression
I
I
think
got that
so.
she's like, oh shoot, I gotta lose
Oh, now let
1,000
me work
pounds.
out. I got to lose 100 pounds right now. Yeah.
It's like,
And then
girl.
Amy whacks herself in the vagina with resistance bands.
Yep. So she's not gonna have any more babies. She done.
Yeah. And then Amy says that she has her concerns about Philip because Tammy needs to lose the weight. And then Tammy reveals that the love of her life, Philip, and her are broken up.
Yep.
So all of this was for naught.
Which also makes me mad because it's like, okay, so are you willing to lose weight now because Philip is gone? And you're like, okay, well now I can do what I want to do. And it's like, girl, your therapist is right. You need some self-esteem.
Yeah, she
Because
does.
it's very
Yeah.
interesting that as soon as we break up with Philip, she's like, and I'll go back to working out. Now, don't get me wrong. I also agree with Tammy that Amy has no clue how any of these exercises work. Like, Amy's
Oh
just like,
no, she's
yo,
just
you do this, and then whacks herself in the face. And it's like, okay, you have no clue. Because you went to that class
no.
once also, and we're like, all right.
Yeah, but I think movement of any kind is better than Tammy just sitting there. So I don't know.
Probably.
And then Tammy says that she was tired of fighting with Philip, and then says her insecurities were too much. And I think she said that he said her insecurities were too much and he was tired
Yeah,
of dealing with them.
that's what I heard
So
too.
yeah, because she said basically like at first he said like, no, I'll take on all your insecurities, babe. And then she kept bringing him up and he was like, stop it. I don't want to deal with this
Well,
anymore.
but they are not even close to each other. Apparently, this guy
Mm-mm.
is online. So
Yeah.
I'm sure he posts pictures on a regular basis with other women. And
Yeah.
if you're going to be a side piece, learn your place.
I think that
Like,
Tammy was probably a side chick who
yeah,
wasn't aware that she was a side chick.
that's kind of what I'm thinking too. I think he probably kept Tammy on tap and was like,
Mhm.
no, girl, send me that pic of you. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then had other chicks that were more immediate in the immediate vicinity for more immediate needs, if you get my drift. So,
Yeah.
and I don't think Tammy was aware of that fact because as I'll give her some credit. At least she has enough self-esteem to break up with a dude who is clearly probably
Did
just
she
screwing
break up with
around.
him or did he break up with her?
I don't
She
know.
said we broke up.
I don't think she broke up with him. I think he was like, I'm not going to deal with this. You know your place. You are one of 7. I see you on Thursdays. Like,
Yeah.
stop. And she threw a fit, and he was like, okay, well, I'll find a new Thursday. So,
Yeah, I think
bye.
that's what happened. So
Yeah.
then last scene, well, the last little bit of this is Misty, Chris, Tammy, and Brittany all going to Dr. Smith's office. Tammy says that she's going to get in trouble because she hasn't been doing the steps. And then she says, sometimes I feel like I hit my goal and then other times I don't. And it's like that. Then you haven't. Sorry.
Yeah. What goal?
You
The
haven't.
goal of walking, the goal of losing weight, or the goal of not dying? You haven't hit
Yeah.
any goal.
She hit the goal of not dying.
If your goal is to eat a whole pizza in 3.4 seconds, yeah, goal achieved. That's the only goal you be doing. Like, shut
She's
up.
not
She didn't do
dead.
no goal.
Yeah, she didn't like she didn't hit her goal.
Yeah, no,
So
she
we get
didn't.
to the
Spoilers.
doctor and then Dr. Smith asked Tammy like like what's like how she's been doing. And she's like, "Well, my portion control hasn't improved and she didn't do the steps. She's not walking every day." And then Dr. Smith is basically like, "Well, I'm pissed off because you're wasting time. Like you are
Yeah.
wasting your time and you're going to die." And so the last time she weighed 639, today
Yep.
she also weighs 639. She says she feels content and Dr. Smith gives her
Ugh.
the boost of being like, "Well, you didn't gain weight and this is the first time you haven't gained weight. So that is a win in itself, but you didn't do any of the shit I asked you to do." And then he's like, "If you would just try to do the stuff I'm telling you to do, you would see so many results."
Yep.
But
I
yeah.
I I love this doctor for he was pissed. You could see it in his face when he was like, "So you haven't done anything. You're not trying to walk, you're not eating better. You
Yeah,
just don't do anything." But I will give him credit because I would have been like, "Okay, well then," and I know that I hated the first doctor for dropping her,
you
but I would
did.
have dropped her. I would have been like I said, just go. Clearly you don't want this and there are other people who do. And though I would rather see people who want this than people who don't. So, bye.
I
I
think
guess
it would
enjoy
just
it.
be so exhausting to see someone not like kill, like that's what she's doing is
Yeah,
she's
she's
slowly
she's
killing herself,
that's why
and
she needs
you are
therapy.
trying desperately to help her and she's
Yeah.
just not, she doesn't see the value in her life like you do. You don't, she
No.
doesn't see the benefit of her life the way that people who love her do, and that's really sad. So I don't know, it makes me sad. I'm glad that he's a calmer doctor than
Yeah.
the last one. So he's doing a much better job, I think, of giving her that little victory because
Yeah.
she didn't usually when she steps on a scale, she gains 25 pounds.
Yeah.
That's what's been happening since season 1.
Yeah.
So this is a win of some sort.
Yeah, and he's very good about being I'm not going to harass you too much cuz this is a victory and I am
Yeah.
excited that you didn't gain. And I'm like, "Bro, that is so sad that he's just but he's such a good doctor because he could have just ridden her and been like, "No, you are terrible. This is the worst. Like you're clearly not caring. You're clearly not doing anything I want to do. So why are we even here?" But he doesn't. He's
Yeah.
very nice. He's like, "Nope."
He's very kind. Yeah,
Yeah,
because he
he's
gives her the same goal. And the only thing now is he wants her to log her steps, which she's not going to do. She won't even log her food. So that's not going to happen. But they said something
right.
like, "I'll never quit on you. You never quit on me. And we'll get there. But right now, I want it more than you," which
Yeah,
is true. And then
100%.
Tammy says, her little like sassiness, this is like in her personal interview, but she says, "People think that they care more about my diet and life than I do. But obviously, that's not true because I'm still alive." And it's like, but it is true, bro. Like
Yeah,
you
but
are alive because they're riding your ass, and some part of you feels guilty enough to do the bare minimum.
yeah,
That's
because part
it.
if she didn't do anything for the month that they before between this appointment, did and that's the sad thing because was her working out with Amy and probably counting her calories for maybe a day and a half was enough to maintain her weight to lose
Maybe.
whatever she'd gained this month. It's
Or
like,
whenever she broke, like how long was she broken up with Philip?
yeah, with
Maybe like a
Philip
week,
before,
maybe like
yeah,
2, you know?
it's like, girl, you did probably bare minimum after the breakup because you weren't doing your steps. Like you didn't care enough to do your steps, but you cared enough to do something and you maintained.
Yeah.
How easy would it be for you to have lost?
So easy.
Yeah.
So freaking easy. But it does make me
But
sad
doesn't
because
that mean
like,
that she did gain weight? Because I thought Chris was that not this that was last episode where Chris made her weigh and she had lost weight.
let's
And he
see.
took her out to eat, wasn't it?
Oh, wasn't that a couple episodes
Oh,
ago?
was
Hang
it?
on.
Okay, I'm tired. I don't know.
Yeah. No, you're fine. I think that was a couple of. Oh yeah, she was at 624 in episode 2. So she's gained 15 pounds since then. And I'm trying to
So,
see if we have any other weights because I always
okay.
write down the weights.
Because if
Heavy
she hasn't been to
quarters.
the doctor, that means she gained weight in that
She
time.
gained 15 pounds since the last time Chris weighed her at home. Hang on, let's see.
Because I can't remember the last time I went to the doctor.
Um. Okay, so on Heavy Hoarders, episode 4 of this season, Tammy weighed 634 at the doctor's. Wait, yeah. Oh wait, no. Okay, so I'm wrong. So she weighed 634 when she left rehab. She got down to 624 at home. And then the last time she was at the doctor's at Heavy Hoarders, she weighed 639. So she gained 15 pounds since leaving rehab. And then now she's maintained that. So she's maintained that 15-pound gain so far.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So, and then this pisses me off because then it's Chris's turn and we're waiting to see if Chris gets approved for surgery. And then they literally like, Chris weighed 414 and then it said next time on.
Yeah. I hated this.
Are you kidding me?
Y'all don't ever do this to us. Why are we doing it this time?
No. And you and I, like, we're pre-recording these. Like, so
yeah.
Summer and I get to wait 3 weeks before we get to watch this and see what happens. For you guys, it'll just be 1 week, but we get to wait.
Yeah, we get to wait. I mean, unless we find Pounders on TV, but we can't watch Pounders during naps anymore. Pounders is just...
Well, no, I'm not going to watch it, though, because, like, first off, it's business. I'm not doing business at Disney because I need to take my notes. Like, you don't take notes. I take a lot of notes. So if I'm going to watch it, I'm going to do my job. Girl,
I'm trying to find paper.
5 pages of notes. How many pages of notes do you have? None. Exactly.
A hole in one.
Shut up. You're so stupid. Okay, so next week we're going to do season 3, episode 7, The Moment of Truth. Chris faces the ultimate weigh-in to get approved for bariatric surgery, and Amy and Michael make a life-altering decision.
Gonna have a glages.
No, not yet.
Waiting for the glages.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys next week.
Right, bye.
Season sisters, they're not quite a thing.